Welcome back to SLR Studies. I am Leeladhar. Today I want to share my knowledge with you about in the Indo-Gangetic Plains. In the chapter of Indian relief features, yesterday in the last session we have discussed about the Himalayas, which are the one of the relief features. Still there are 5 relief features left. Today we are talking about the next relief feature, the Indo-Gangetic Plains. The Indo-Gangetic Plains are nothing but the northern plains. The northern plains are also called as Indo-Gangetic Plains. They got the name because these plains are formed by the rivers Indus, Brahmaputra and Ganga. The Indus Plain means the most of the river Indus flows in the Pakistan, and the very little amount of the river Indus flows in Haryana and Punjab. By the flowing of the river Indus, the Indus Plain was formed. These plains contains fertile land for agriculture. The plains are fertile than the plateaus. And next, the Indus Plain was formed by the river Indus and its tributaries like Bias, Ravi, Chenab, Satluj, etc. And next, like this, the Indus Plain was formed. The Indus River is also called Sindhu River in Telugu. And next, coming to the Ganga Plain, it is also called as a Gangetic Plain. It is formed because of the river Ganga. The Himalayan rivers, when the Himalayas melts, the water forms a narrow belt and passes through these areas, forms the plains. Because of that reason, they means we can say that they drop the silt, mud and etc., which are helpful for the forming of these plains. The plains, the fertility of the plains is because of this reason only. The Gangetic Plains was Ganga. Mainly the Indo-Gangetic Plains were divided into main 3 regions: western part and central part and the eastern part. The western part was formed by the Indus River and the central part was formed by the river Ganga. And in the Gangetic Plain, it is formed because of the river Ganga and its tributaries like Yamuna, etc. And like this, Gangetic Plains were formed. And next, coming to the eastern part, the eastern part was formed by the river Brahmaputra. When the rivers from the Himalayas flows in a narrower belt, they form a swampy layer like soil. It is called as a Babar, and some rivers flow through underground of the Babar and rise up in the under area. That forms the Babar as very swampy life, and it is very swampy. And like this, the river Brahmaputra, the eastern part was mainly formed by the river Brahmaputra, and river Brahmaputra is the reason of the eastern part. Like this, the Indo-Gangetic Plains were formed by the three rivers Indus and Brahmaputra and the Ganga. The Indo-Gangetic Plains were very fertile. They provide a nice transport system and also a very good agricultural life. And like this, the Indo-Gangetic Plains were very important in the agriculture and also very fertile. It is very helpful for the farmers. Like this, here over the Indo-Gangetic Plains was over. And one point, the Indus River flows through the Pakistan, while it forms some mud-like structures called as dobes. Dobes are nothing but the layers which were formed by the Indus River. That is also called as Sindhu River. And like this, the Sindhu River got the name Sindhu, like when the the people living in the Arabia, or the Arabs, when traveled to the India, they called Indians as Hindus. They have to call the Indians as Hindus, but the H was not be spoken by them. They called Hindus as Sindhu. Like this, Sindhu they called, and it became name as Sindhu River. And like this, the Indus River got its name Sindhu in Telugu language. And next, coming to the next one, like this, the Indo-Gangetic Plains were over. And next, coming to the next one. Coming to the next topic, we are moving to the next one. It is the Peninsular Plateau of India. The peninsular plateau got the name peninsular because it has three sides water. The land which contains three sides water is called as a peninsula, and the land which contains all sides water is called as a island. Now coming to the topic, the peninsular plateau is mainly divided into the two divisions, namely Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands are also called as a Malwa Plateau. We can find the peninsular plateau in the mostly south of the Gangetic Plains. In the southern region is mainly Deccan Plateau and the plateau regions. And the Malwa Plateau means the Central Highlands is found between the south of the Gangetic Plains, Indo-Gangetic Plains, and the north of the Narmada River. Now, the Central Highlands contains some plateaus like Malwa Plateaus and the Chota Nagpur Plateaus. The Chota Nagpur Plateau is mainly highly rich in the mineral resources like iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. And the Deccan Plateau is seen in the southern region. The V shape of the India. We know the V shape of the India. We can draw an imaginary triangle. That triangle down V shape down triangle is comes under the Deccan Plateau, and like this, there are two divisions in the peninsular plateau of the India. The Deccan Plateau and the Malwa Plateau. Okay. Now like this, we are completing the plateaus. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.